all you action figure enthusiasts out there, JC here, and welcome to a Wednesday edition of TNInews Live. And we've got a lot to cover today, but let's just first do a quick roll call, see who's in the house. So we've got Austin in the house. Good to see you, my friend. Happy Wednesday to you. We've got the Mass Figure Collector. Hope all is well with you and your family as well. Zim is in the house. Yep, Sentinel and Star Wars. Well, actually, I didn't know about the Bantha, but Sentinel made to pre-order X-Men 97 Sentinel, which was originally going to be released in October, is now going to ship in December, which I'm pretty sure has to do with things going on with the postal system and tariffs and all that good stuff, which we'll talk about a little bit more here in the near future. Jay and hey, almost forgot about my Sentinel order until I got the email. Passiano, and if I continue to butcher your name, my friend, I apologize. As I was told by somebody else, a friend of mine, my Italian is not my strong suit. But happy hump day to you, Hobgoblin 1985. What is up, Elio? What is up to you? John, good to see you. Felix, what is up? Chris is in the house. What's up? Max Zombie is in the house, and Zombie is one of our topics of discussion today with the new Disney Plus Marvel Zombie series. Jelly Jam is here. Good to see you, my friend. Mr. All Mine, good to see you. We've got Martinez here as well. Chris is in the house, sad to be the bearer of bad news. Eric is in the house. What is up? Chris, I am doing fine. Rashid actually had a day off. Always good to have a day off. So glad you're taking some of that time off to spend it here. Martinez says it feels like Monday. Natural Nate, what's up? D is in the house. What is up? Virtual Dave, what is up from the UK? Always good to see you overseas viewers tuning in. Mike is in the house. Awesome. Everything is being pushed back. Wallet has taken a beating lately. So Mike is not upset about the delays. Hanzo's in the house. What is up? Now, before we get into the news, I wanted to first just let you guys know, for those of you who missed it, yesterday we had a special action figure enthusiast member only live stream where we gave away $100 store credit to Big Bad Toy Store. First of all, my little video I made to announce yesterday's winner. So Jason Electric was our winner yesterday, one of our Action Figure Enthusiast channel members. And you may have noticed there it said week 1. So it is my birthday this month, September. I'm declaring the entire month of September as my birthday month. And every Tuesday, my birthday will fall on the 23rd, which is a Tuesday. So just under 4 weeks now, but starting with yesterday, every Tuesday, going to be doing a special live stream for Action Figure Enthusiast channel members, and to celebrate and for me to say thank you for everyone who becomes an Action Figure Enthusiast channel member, we're going to have a giveaway. So that means there are 3 more chances for you to win if you decide, or if you already are an Action Figure Enthusiast channel member. So there is a link in the video description below for those who are not yet channel members if you want to think about becoming so. Again, because we're going to be giving away at least $100 store credit to Big Bad Toy Store every Tuesday up until my birthday on the 23rd. Now, next Tuesday is going to be, which is the 9th, September 9th, is going to be a Marvel Legends fan stream from Hasbro. That's going to be at 11 in the morning, Eastern time. And so my stream will be in the afternoon at 3 p.m. And of course, one of the things we'll be talking about in that stream will be Marvel Legends, whatever is revealed, which I we'll talk a little bit more about that here in just a minute. But I also just want to say I've got something a little special cooked up where the giveaway you'll have a chance to win up to $200 worth of store credit at Big Bad Toy Store. So I'll just leave it at that for now. But next week, definitely for you action figure enthusiast channel members, I highly recommend that you tune in and check it out. All right, so let's get into today's news, and let's pull up the video or the screen here. We got quite a bit to go over today. Sorry, messing with my camera angles here. All right, so let's talk. Get the bad news out of the way first. So I talked a little bit about this last week, and or not last week, yesterday, in yesterday's members only fan stream. But Hasbro has officially, from everything I'm told, I've talked to several different retailers, Hasbro has raised their MSRP price on their standard 6-inch figures. So yesterday I told you about Marvel Legends, and we saw it with yesterday's pre-order for the Emperor Doctor Doom figure, which was $27.99. Now, Amazon yesterday started out at the old MSRP of $24.99, but then later in the day adjusted it to the current price, which again, $27.99. So that's not a fluke. That's not just a one-time thing. You're going to see that price now on all standard 6-inch Marvel Legends, as well as G.I. Joe Classified. This is going to go for G.I. Joe Classified and Star Wars Black Series. Now, when I say standard, what I mean by that is just your regular old Marvel Legend, not necessarily deluxe or like a maximum figure or 2-packs or anything like that. I have not gotten any information about price increases for those figures, just the basic figures. So I'm not saying the prices won't go up on like a deluxe. They might. I don't have any information on that. All I have seen for now is that the standard MSRP, Hasbro's raised their standard MSRP, or has raised their MSRP on standard 6-inch figures for G.I. Joe Classified, Star Wars Black Series, Marvel Legends to the $27.99. And this is for anything going up from here on out. So that doesn't mean you'll see older figures go up in price, but it does mean anything that goes up for pre-order, any new products that go up for pre-order from here on out will now have that price of $27.99. And also, just to clarify, when I say like Hasbro's raised the MSRP, so we've seen in recent months, thanks to tariffs and everything, we've seen like individual retailers adjusting their own prices, so usually upward, trying to compensate for those tariff charges. But this is the first time this year that Hasbro's actually raised their MSRP, which means essentially the price across the board with every retailer will end up going up to at least the $27.99. So that is your bad news. And again, it is going to apply to Marvel Legends, G.I. Joe Classified, and Star Wars Black Series. I'm going to say probably we're going to see a price increase with Transformers, but again, I've not seen anything. Those are different categories of types products, so I haven't seen anything yet specifically for Transformers, but I wouldn't be surprised if we start seeing some price increases on the Transformers front as well. And while Hasbro's not officially said, I'm going to guess that their reason for the price increase is again due to tariffs, but that is purely speculation on my part. But again, what I have been able to determine is that yesterday's $27.99 for that Emperor Doom figure wasn't just like a fluke or one-time thing or even an accident, as noted. Amazon did have the incorrect price early. I'm sure Amazon, for anyone who pre-ordered the Doom figure on Amazon when it was listed at $24.99, my guess is they will honor that price. But they, again, adjusted it to the new MSRP price, midday yesterday, and that's what it is at currently. All right. And then in other bad news, as some have mentioned, the X-Men 97 made to pre-order Sentinel from last year. This was the second made to pre-order item that Hasbro made available last year. Went up last October. Was supposed to ship this October by this October, so next month. But Hasbro this morning sent out emails to people who backed that one, saying that it would now ship in December. Now, for me, it said specifically December 15th. I don't know if that's what everybody's said. I don't know if everyone's going to receive their Sentinel on December 15th, but that's what the email that I was sent for the one I purchased. But definitely it looks like September is going to be when this Sentinel is going to start to ship to people. And we'll probably see other delays. Somebody mentioned about the vintage collection Bantha getting delayed till December. That wasn't a made to pre-order. That was just a regular pre-order. But so I'm sure we'll see a lot of confusion going on with what's shipping and what's not. A lot of countries have currently, for the time being at least, stopped shipping to the United States. Especially with shipments that cost, I think it was like $800. There was something where if you were shipping things under $800, you didn't have to pay the duty fees, and that recently went away, and so that has caused everyone to caused a lot of problems. Let's just say. All right. While we're on the subject of Marvel Legends, besides Emperor Doom yesterday, we had the new X-Men 97 2-pack. Now that is at the current, that was advertised as $49.99 back during San Diego. That is what the price is still currently. So we have not seen a price increase on that one, probably because they already advertised it as $49.99. This is a Pulse exclusive, that 2-pack with the classic Cyclops and Marvel Girl. Updated sculpts from the last time we got them, which I think, what was it, a Toys R Us 2-pack or something? I think that was classic Cyclops and Phoenix. But you get the new updated Optic Blast with this one for Cyclops. So that went up for pre-order today. Should be available for everyone at this point. Started out as premium members, but it's in stock, still available, so don't think you have to worry about that shipping out. Davey Sockrocker, a judge ruled the tariffs are illegal, so we can expect further confusion. Yes, but the judge also said that they weren't going to enforce that ruling until October, giving Trump time to appeal that decision at the Supreme Court. So we'll see what happens there. So, well, technically they ruled it, the lower court ruled it illegal. We'll have to wait and see what the Supreme Court says on that. And I will tell you, based on what I've read, even if the Supreme Court were to uphold that ruling, that's still going to cause a huge mess, because from what I heard, then the federal government is then going to end up owing U.S. businesses a bunch of money, and I have no idea how that's going to work out. So, but again, while technically we have that ruling, it has not been implemented yet, and won't be until next month, if assuming the Supreme Court doesn't overturn that decision. Let's see what else we got on the Marvel front. Do I have anything else? This Hulkbuster fighting armor figure. I talked about this in Monday's regular news video. We haven't talked about it in the live streams yet, but this is from Sentinel. This is an overseas company, so this might be this might get delayed. But Hulkbuster, you can pre-order it now at Big Bad Toy Store. It's got the rocket launcher backpacks, has articulated fingers, the chest and the helmet open up, revealing a regular Iron Man inside, though that is not removable. You just essentially get the upper body of Iron Man inside the armor. So it's about a little over 10 inches tall. Again, Big Bad Toy Store has it up for pre-order. $215 if you want to add that one to your collection. So that definitely ain't cheap. We got some new Fantastic Four final step, or first steps, I should say, products from Hasbro. These are made for the younger kids. This is the Epic Heroes. These are 4-inch figures. It's a box set. You've got Reed, Flame On, Human Torch, Thing with his shirt on, Herbie, Baby Franklin, and Translucent Invisible Sue Storm. Don't know why they made her invisible. Well, I guess they made Torch Flame On. So, but I don't know. It's kind of, I mean, it's cool they did it, but it's weird that we're not getting a regular Sue Storm. But that will go along with the Fantastic Car that they're also doing, which will come with another Thing figure. This one without his shirt on. This again is made for 4-inch figures, but Fantastic Car holds 2 figures inside, and then it's got the little clip so you can put Johnny Storm. I don't know if you can get 3 figures in there or not, but looks like there's a little bit of space in the back seat there, but I don't know how well it'll fit 3 figures. But I guess you can see in the picture here it's got 3 figures, so I guess you can get 3 in there. And then Johnny Storm gets to fly alongside the Fantastic Car. So those have not yet gone up for pre-order anywhere, but should be going up soon. These images popped up on some of the overseas Amazon websites, so these I expect will be going up. Now, what did go up for pre-order, technically not part of the Epic Heroes line, but for their Titan Hero line, Galactus. So, which will fit in. You know, this figure should work well with if you're going to get the Epic Heroes, you might want to get this Galactus as well. So, movie Galactus. These are usually around 12 inches. So, not bad looking figure. Not really in scale for Marvel Legends, but like I said, it should work pretty well with those Epic Hero figures. Minimal articulation, but I don't think you need a ton of articulation with this guy. So this was up at Entertainment Earth and Amazon. Still available, $20 if you want to get it. See if it's still available on Amazon. Now it's sold out on Amazon, but you can still get it on Entertainment Earth if you want. So again, that one's available. The figures themselves, though, I don't believe have gone up anywhere, but likely will soon. Now we've got as I mentioned before, we've got a Marvel Legend fan stream coming up next week, next Tuesday, so 11 a.m. Eastern time on the Hasbro Pulse YouTube channel. I know some people were worried, after we got the news about PulseCon being canceled, we're worried that we wouldn't get any more fan streams, but I'm pretty sure they'll keep doing the regular fan streams, just not the big PulseCon event. So next week, as of right now, I can't really tell you. I don't know what they're planning on revealing. I could speculate, say maybe it'll be that rumored wave, Build-A-Figure wave with the World War II. With the World War II era Logan figure that they showed off at San Diego, along with Crystar Warbow figure. Again, those they showed off. Those two they showed off. They didn't tell us how they were going to be released, but they showed them off. So they're rumored to be part of a Build-A-Figure wave. Don't know what the Build-A-Figure would be, though some are speculating it might be Phantom Rider's horse, which is one of the figures rumored for the wave. Dark Avenger Spider-Man, Werewolf by Night, Enchantress, and comic book based Iron Man Mark 72 armor. So I had a better. I don't know. On the I'm looking for a story we posted on Marvelous News about that wave. A different story. But I can't find it. Oh, here. This is what I was looking for. So, this is the rumored Build-A-Figure wave. Again, the only two we know for sure are the World War II Logan and the Warbow figure, though we have not been confirmed to be part of a Build-A-Figure wave. But again, I suspect if that list is true, then if this rumored list is true, and if Phantom Rider is part of that wave, then his horse, like, to me, seems like a no brainer. His horse's name is Banshee, so we'll have to see how that plays out. But like I say, I could speculate since they've started teasing that wave, and my speculation would be that would be like the first wave of 2026, which could even go up for pre-order at the end of this year. They might start showing that off. Otherwise, we might see some more Walmart Collector Con exclusives. They revealed that Mysterio figure, Walmart Collector Con. The next one is October 9th. Usually there's at least 2, if not 3 Marvel Legend exclusives offered during that event. So we might get some more Walmart Collector Con reveals. Target, I think we know what the next Target pre-orders will be with the Storm and the Mystique. But yeah, so I'll do some more digging, see if I can find anything more out. If so, we'll talk more about that later on. All right, next up, we have Marvel Zombies. So the new Marvel Zombies animated series is going to premiere on September 24th. So that's a Wednesday, right after my birthday. So we got the new trailer for this series. I'm going to play it for you here. Hopefully it doesn't cause me to get a copyright ding, but nevertheless, I'm going to risk it. And for those of you who haven't checked it out, here is the new trailer for the Marvel Zombie animated series. Little graphic.
Let's go! Is there a virus infecting your system?
All the Avengers are dead. And they're coming for us.
All right, we got a world to save. Namor.
Shit.
Oh my God!
Whoa. That's how you do that then.
Wow.
All right, so there you go. That's the new trailer for Marvel Zombies that premieres on Disney Plus on September 24th. Now, I personally I've never been a big zombie fan. I wasn't like the zombie episode from the What If series. I wasn't all that into. But I know a lot of people love zombies, so probably looking forward to this. As you probably saw there, it looks like Blade is getting wearing some of Moon Knight's armor, so it's kind of interesting. Uh, I am sure I have not seen anything specific, but if I was a betting man, I would say that we will see at some point some Marvel Legend figures based on some of these characters. Probably some more zombies as well. So, again, look for that if you are a big zombie fan. All right, let's see. I think that pretty much covers all the latest Marvel news for you guys. At least all the major Marvel news. A couple of Mondo figures have gone up for pre-order. X-Men 97 Wolverine. You can get it at places like Entertainment Earth, Nightcrawler as well. So yeah. All right, let's move on. Star Wars, real quick. Just wanted to let you know. So we got a new Hot Toys figure that was revealed this morning. This is Sergeant Hound from the Clone Wars. Has not gone up for pre-order last time I checked. But if you're into Hot Toys and Star Wars, then these are ones that, or this is one you might want to check out. Kind of an interesting, unique look for a clone. I don't actually remember this guy from cartoon, so don't know what the name of his creature, though I'm assuming that's why he's called Hound, because he has a hound type creature. Which does have an articulated jaw. Then you've got your standard weapons and everything. Multiple hands, figure stand. So again, that one has not yet gone up for pre-order, but should be going up fairly soon. Also available on Target's website. Some of these Halloween Black Series figures have started to become available. This is available now on Target's website. This is the glow-in-the-dark Emperor Royal Guard figure. Went up yesterday on Target's website. Last time I checked, it is still currently available. This one is a Target exclusive. So, actually, yes, it is still available. So, if you want that one, you can. Going up for pre-order. Again, I'm pretty sure this was available before, but the Halloween Witch figure, Amazon had it. I think sold out though. Big Bad Toy Store, Entertainment Earth still have it. Holiday Christmas figures went up for pre-order this week. R2D2 as Santa with Grogu and the reindeer stormtrooper. So those are general releases. Walmart had them up first like last week, but then either pulled them down or sold out. I'm not sure which. But Big Bad Toy Store, Entertainment Earth have since listed them as well. I don't think I have anything really on the Transformer front for you guys today. Oh, just a quick update. So we are under a week for the HasLab Star Wars Vintage Collection Gunship. Just over 5 days left. We still have not gotten to the halfway point. We are at 4,345 backers out of the minimum 8,000 needed. And as I've said, I still think the chances that this will at least reach the minimum funding goal of 8,000 is pretty good. My guess it'll be probably like the last day. Whether the boost on that last day and the final hours will be enough to get it to any of the stretch goals, that I'm much more in doubt. But again, I think this will end up getting funded at the last minute. you usually see a pretty significant boost at the end for these Star Wars ones as they start adding in all the overseas backers and stuff. So we'll have to wait and see. But again, it continues to move slowly, even though they've been hyping the crap out of it. Steve Evans from Hasbro has been, taking it all over the place, showing it off to folks. So he's definitely hoping this gets funded. So I don't know if, I still, as I've said before, I think the biggest problem for this one is while it's very cool, it's not so much more cool than the previous one that they did, which I think a lot of people already have. And so when you're thinking about that $450 price tag, I think that's causing people to hold off on it. So again, very cool, bigger than the old one, more features, but I'm just not sure it's enough to, for somebody to get it. Speaking of crowdsourcing campaigns, the Masters of the Universe Origins Snake Lair campaign has finally come to an end. It ended last night at 3 a.m. Eastern Time. It did not reach its one and only stretch goal. Final tally was 6,576 backers. So the Pythonus Priest figure will not be included with this one. And then for those who back this campaign by the 14th of August, they will get the Lady Slither figure. But if you backed it after the 14th, really the only kind of figure you're going to get with this one is the Chimera two-headed horse. So there it is. This is the second Mattel crowdsourcing Masters of the Universe campaign that has not reached its stretch goal. The Eternia playset also did not reach its stretch goal in 2022 for the Keklar figure. So, this is the second time where Mattel has failed to reach their stretch goal. And I think it's because of the early, they keep doing these early bird figures, and I think they're doing themselves more harm than good with that, but that's just my thought. I mean, I could come up with a few other issues, but I think there was no incentive for people after the 14th to really back that thing. It still continued to gather some backers, but it was very slow, and there was not a huge boost at the end. And I think that's because they kind of killed that with the stretch goal, not with the early bird figure. So it probably got to its minimum funding goal a little bit faster than it would have because of that early bird figure. But I feel like most people that backed that would have still backed it anyway. And if they just made that figure available to everyone, then I think they would have probably, I won't say definitely, but a lot better chance that they would have gotten to the 8,000 for that stretch goal, for that actual stretch goal. Let's see. We got some package images for that Amazon Castle Grayskull reissue, which has the matte and the special edition spacesuit. So that's still currently available on Amazon's website if you want to pick that one up. That's about $100. I think that's another thing. Like when you see like this costing $100 and that Snake Lair costing so much more, and there are legitimate reasons for why it costs more because it's being done in a much more limited fashion, but still, when you see the difference in prices for essentially the same kind of playset, I think that's kind of glaring. Their timing for putting this up while they were doing the Snake Lair probably wasn't the greatest either, because this playset went up on Amazon during San Diego Comic-Con, which was the same time that they were launching the Snake Lair. Mossman went up. I already got mine in the mail. So if you bought this one last week, then you probably already have it or will be getting it shortly. So that's the Masterverse New Eternia Mossman figure available exclusively on the Mattel Creations website. NECA. So I talked about this before, saying that these 2012 Turtle figures would be available sometime in September. Now we know it'll be September 16th. What is not entirely clear here is whether these are only going to be available at the NECA store or whether they will be available at other retailers as well. NECA, when they're posting about it on their social media, are only promoting the NECA store, but that doesn't necessarily mean I've seen them do that and then they are available at other retailers as well. So they obviously would prefer that you go buy it directly from them. But I'm not sure this is actually a NECA store exclusive. My guess is it will be available at other retailers. But again, the 2012 Turtle figures, the date given for when they're going to go up is September 16th. Same thing with this Garfield and Odie 2-pack from NECA. The Big Boss Fight Studio ones already went up for pre-order, or one I should say already went up for pre-order. The NECA one, which we saw at San Diego Comic-Con, is going up on September 9th. Again, not entirely clear whether it'll be available at all retailers or just NECA store. I'm going to say it will be available at other retailers like Big Bad Toy Store, Entertainment Earth, but we'll just kind of have to wait and see. But September 9th is the date on that one. I think we talked about this already, but not just in case, another wave of Ben Cooper figures. Right now, Big Bad Toy Store had them up, but sold out. Entertainment Earth is yet to list them, but they likely will at some point. They're very slow. Entertainment Earth's very slow with listing NECA pre-orders often these days. I don't know why, but they will probably have these up at some point in the near future. Super 7 is reissuing their Ghost Jaga figure, if you missed out on that one. It's a pretty cool figure. I have it displayed on top of my Thundercat Lair. So he's kind of looking over the Thundercats. But right now you can get that at Big Bad Toy Store for $65. Entertainment Earth will probably have it up at some near later time. For you Lego fans, we've got a Sega Genesis controller set. This will be going up in October. So if you just wanted a Sega Genesis controller, you can now build your own Lego set version. And I guess on the back it has a little scene from the Sonic the Hedgehog video game. This past week, Target Geek Out kicked off. It was Lego for the Skizmo set. So still don't know what this week's drop will be, what company it'll be for. I don't think it'll be Hasbro. Could be McFarlane, I don't know. But we'll find out late Thursday. For you Mezco fans, we've got a new Dark Knight Batman 112 collective figure. So you get multiple heads. This is from Batman Begins. Christian Bale. Multiple hands. Soft goods cape. Figure stand. All the standard bat gadgets. Grapple gun. Batarangs. Some of these little bomb things. Some grapples for the grapple gun. You get that sticky gun from the second movie. So you get glider cape ability with the wire and the cape. You get the Sonic mask. You get an unmasked head sculpt. So this is available for pre-order now. Entertainment Earth and Big Bad Toy Store. $116 on this one. You can get free shipping at Entertainment Earth. $125, $126 at Big Bad. So it's a little more expensive at Big Bad Toy Store. So that is your latest Mezco 112 collective figure. Free Tamashii Nations from Kamen Rider. The Shoma figure has gone up for pre-order. We saw the preview for this earlier in the week. So that's available at Big Bad Toy Store. Price on that one is $187. Sorry, I didn't mean to go over to Marvel again. Also, Tamashii Nations SH Figure Art Son of Goku, Son Gohan, and Kid. Kintown figures. This is also available at Big Bad Toy Store. This one's going to cost you $177. But if you're a Dragon Ball Z fan, you might want to check that one out. I've said this before. I've never been into Dragon Ball Z, but I post a lot about these figures. It seems like it's always the same characters that are getting released. I mean, maybe it's just how it comes off to somebody who doesn't really pay attention to this property, but every time I post about a Dragon Ball Z figure, it always seems like it's the same small handful of characters. So this one has some kind of flying cloud or something, I guess. WWE. So this past weekend, during the Clash in Paris pay-per-view, which was overall not too bad, but we got the third wave of Street Fighter WWE mashup figures revealed. So they had a special Mattel pop-up store at Smyce overseas there in Paris where they revealed these. That's why these kind of blurry, because they were taken from Instagram. But Yokozuna is E Honda. Dominic Mysterio is Ken, and a repaint of Ultimate Warriors Blanca in Player 2 color. So that's Wave 3, which is supposed to be, I guess, on shelf next June. We saw Waves 1 and 2 revealed at San Diego Comic-Con. So, and here in the United States, these will be Walmart exclusives. So Wave 1 is going to be Rey Mysterio's Ryu, the final boss. The Rock is M. Bison, which, by the way, I know images of The Rock going around where he's lost a lot of his muscle. We've seen that with, like, Batista did the same thing where he dropped a lot of his muscle. Rock is not nearly as muscular as he once was. And then Ultimate Warrior in normal colors as Blanca is Wave 1. And then Wave 2 is John Cena as Guile, Batista as Sagat, and Bianca Belair as Cammy. I guess, because of the hair is why they made her Cammy. That's a weird pairing. But anyway, those are all here in the U.S. are going to be Walmart exclusive. I'm guessing we'll see Wave 1 go up during Walmart Collector Con. Maybe Wave 2 as well, since both waves were announced at San Diego. I doubt Wave 3 will go up. But Wave 1 and 2 may go up for pre-order, or at least Wave 1 probably during Walmart Collector Con on October 9th. Anything else worth going over? Let me jump back to Marvel, because I know I talked about this in the regular news video, but I can't remember if we talked about it in a live stream. But we got a new gamer for Spider-Man, which went up for pre-order, $100. Definitely when you get him in poses, this figure looks pretty good. And more of a straight up standing pose, not so much to me. I hate the crotch section on this figure, but when you get him in the posing like that, the figure looks really good. Like that, with this accessories included. So this is obviously based on the Marvel vs. Capcom series. But again, standing up like that, not as much. There, it looks good. I like the head sculpt, and I like the webbing. The webbing's nice and clean on this one, so I like that. Very true to the Marvel vs. Capcom game. Spiderweb shield. So, second figure in this Game Reverse line, Cyclops was the first. Also available. You can still pre-order. I don't know how deep they're going to go on this Marvel vs. Capcom line. I don't know if they'll go as deep as Hasbro. I don't know if they'll do any repeat characters or they'll stick to ones Hasbro hasn't done. I don't know if they'll do anything offbeat like Gargantos, Shumagorath, Blackheart. I don't know if we'll see anything like that, but should be interesting. If they did Captain America, I'd probably get Captain America. All right, so let's see. This is fun. I don't usually cover Funko stuff here, but this one's funny to me. which is available for pre-order now. But this Skeletor one, you've probably seen the Skeletor meme where, they have Skeletor say just different things, and then until we meet again, and he runs off. So that's pretty funny. So you can get that at places like Entertainment Earth. Let's see, anything else of particular interest? Storm Collectibles has announced a new Arena Street Fighter Alpha 3 Akuma and Balrog figures. So, and Kami, Zangief, and Mika, Balrog, Akuma. So both Jada and Storm look like are going to be doing alpha figures. Mass figures from the loyal subjects have gone up for pre-order at other retailers now, including Amazon and Entertainment Earth. We had a few McFarlane pre-orders with Poison Ivy statue and those 1/3 scale Batman cows. We have some new leak listings for McFarlane. So, of course, some of these have actually been confirmed by McFarlane. Were confirmed at like San Diego, but just going to go down the list. So, Ice from Fire and Ice, welcome to Smallville comic book series. Rocket Red from Justice League Generation Lost. A new Superman from Superman and the Authority comic series. The Flash Wally West from Justice League New World Order. The Batman Who Laughs, the black and white accent version, that's a gold label. Same thing with the Static Shock from Static Shock #1, gold label. Don't know where those will be offered here in the United States. For Wave 13 of Collector Edition, we're going to see Elongated Man, Identity Crisis, Cosmic Boy, Final Crisis, Professor Pig, Black Hawk from DC Classic, and Zatanna. Zatanna they showed off at San Diego, so that one is definitely confirmed. Looks like for the Batman Returns, that deluxe Commando Penguin set is going to be gold label, which means it's going to be some type of store exclusive. I don't know where, so we'll have to wait and see on that one. They did not mention it being a store exclusive at the convention, but looks like it's going to be. DC Direct 7-inch figures, Flash Barry Allen, Flash Jay Garrick, Green Lantern Hal Jordan, and Green Lantern Jessica Cruz. The DC Direct Batman Animated Series Batcave playset is going to get a reissue. I can't say that's surprising, being they reissued all the other Batman Animated Series DC Direct stuff. The Batcave is very cool. I have it over here behind me. It's sitting up there. It's actually, you can keep it. I'm sorry, it's over here. It used to be over there. It's actually over here now. And you can keep it. It's battery operated technically, but you can actually plug. It's got a port for a plug, so you can actually just plug it in. If you buy like a universal adapter plug, you can keep it lit all the time. So that's coming. Vinyl figures, we're getting Cyborg and Darkseid. For Marvel, Iron Man, 1/6 Iron Man, and Spider-Man. From Rival, and these are from the Rivals video game. These we saw at San Diego. They were announced at San Diego. Hulk and Venom, and then a Chase variant of Venom. And then Gambit, the next X-Men Jim Lee #1 cover figure is going to be Gambit. That'll probably be a red platinum or something. Juggernaut from Spider-Man 16. Lizard from Spider-Man #2, and Doctor Strange from Strange Tales 128. Those are 1/10 scale statues. Movie Maniacs, we're getting from the Gladiator movies, Lucius and Maximus. So those won't really have any articulation, but they're 6-inch. We're going to be getting some Transformer heads, Optimus Prime, Megatron, and Bumblebee. I think these are movie-based. So they're 1/3 scale, so doing some more Transformer stuff. 5-inch Turtle figures, Bebop, Rocksteady. We saw those at San Diego Comic-Con, so not really anything new. Some black and white, or black, white, and green variant editions of the Turtles. So McFarlane Elite Edition Spawn. So they've been doing like the video game figures for this Elite Edition. line, but we're going to get Spawn, so that's kind of interesting. We'll see how that is. I'm sure it's going to be classic Spawn. Should have a lot of accessories, I hope. Flight pack, stand pack from McFarlane, so can't say I would be interested in buying those flight stands that McFarlane does separately, but I guess they're going to try and sell that. And then some UFC posed figures. One thing I noticed that was not on this list was any more Mortal Kombat figures. So I was a little surprised not to see any additional Mortal Kombat figures, but nothing right now on that front. Let's see, anything else? That covers it. Yeah, that Store Horseman figure, obscure Jersey Devil figure, they did a second pre-order drop. So that is still, if you want to add that one to your collection, $65, and it's still available on the Store Horseman website. The initial drop sold out, but then they did a second drop. So, okay, so that is all the news I have for you guys today. See what you guys are saying in the comments section. Was Wakanda? I have not watched that, so I couldn't tell you. Thunderbolts, New Avengers is available on Disney Plus. If you have not watched that movie, I highly recommend it. To me, that is the best superhero movie of this year. I thought it was better than both Superman and Fantastic Four. So, you say if you haven't checked out Thunderbolts, I do recommend that. John says, I'm a fan of the first two Marvel zombie comic storylines. Then things went out of hand. That's the thing with zombies. It's like, that's kind of what I hate about anything zombie related. It never ends. Like you get to the end, and then at the very last minute, like somebody gets bit by a zombie, and then it all starts over again or something. It's just like it never ends, regardless of the who's telling the zombie story. It's always the same, and it just I don't know. I get annoyed with it. Mr. All Mine Santa Droid seems really popular. Yeah, that one's pretty cool. I didn't get it, but I was a little tempted by it. John NECA jumped from 1987 to 2012, skipped 2003 series. I think that's because Super 7, if I'm not mistaken, is doing 2003 Turtles. So I think they were trying to avoid doing the same figures that Super 7 was doing at the same time. When is the Super 7 Dark Musician? I see pre-order. I'm not sure. So if it's popping up on some overseas websites, then that probably means soon, but I don't have any information on that. Yeah, I forgot about Playmates, but you're right. They did 2003 as well. So I'm sure NECA will swing back around at some point and do them, but Derek says, as a Dragon Ball Z fan, you are correct in that assessment. I'm waiting for some of the movie characters to get their first time figures in that line. And Eric says, yeah, main heroes always get made. Luke, Han, Leia, Batman. Yeah, I mean, you're right. I'm sure it's the same thing with Dragon Ball Z. It's like, but you do at least see minor characters in those other lines end up getting made. But I mean, I'm not going to say never, but it just seems like so rarely do they veer off those couple of main characters from Dragon Ball Z. And I guess it's more that like so many companies over the years have done Dragon Ball Z, so it's like the market's flooded with Dragon Ball Z stuff, but it's always like almost always the same characters everyone's doing. Finally, a Professor Pig figure, the only one ever made, the dated Arkham Knight. Yeah, I was going to say the DC Direct Arkham one. But yeah, so Professor Pig. That was probably as far as figures go. Zatanna, though, again, we had already known that was coming from Comic-Con, but as far as like figures that kind of stood out to me on that list, the Professor Pig was probably one of the bigger ones. Marvel Zombies was a cash grab when it was first published, and the new cartoon is as well, but happy for zombie fans. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you're right. It just never. And like, I remember Diamond Select Toys would do some of the zombie figures for the Marvel Select line. No, not for me. But definitely, I mean, zombies, have become pretty popular in recent years, but. All right, well, we're about at the end of the hour, so I think we're going to call it a day. But remember, if you haven't become an Action Figure Enthusiast channel member, now is the time to do it. I'll just say that because, like I say, I got some pretty cool giveaways planned for this year. 3 more to go. We had one yesterday, but 3 more to go this month, celebrating my birthday. So hopefully you will think about that. It's just 99 cents. But like I say, check it out. Video description below. As always, guys, and everyone who has become figure members, and we're up to 55 right now. So everyone who has become channel member, a big thank you. You guys are great. I mean, you're all great. Don't get me wrong. But you guys that go that little extra mile, you're just a little bit more greater than everyone else. I kid. But still, like I say, I mean it. Even like just sign up for a month. I think you'll find it's worth it. You're 55 right now. 55 Action Figure members. We gave $200 store credits away last month for September, and we're doing 4 this month. So your odds are decent that you might win something. So, and especially this coming Tuesday, like I said, I think it's going to be fun because we're going to talk a lot about Marvel Legends, and then I got something special. Kind of a fun twist on the giveaway this coming Tuesday. So, and that'll be at 3 p.m. But I will tell you up front, some of these giveaways, I do say you have to be there during the stream, but I realize not everybody can be on these streams at 3 in the afternoon. Some of you have day jobs where, you just can't do it. So, I've been giving you several, I can't leave the window open indefinitely. I've got to set a window for when you can claim your prize. But you don't necessarily always have to be there during the live stream to cash in on the giveaway if your name ends up getting called. This coming Tuesday, we'll say with the twist, you will have to be watching to claim the prize during the stream. But like yesterday, even though the person who won yesterday was there during the stream, was going to give them until the end of the week to claim their prize. Jason's Electric. So you don't always have to be there, and so this coming Tuesday you will, but like I say, this past week you did, and I guarantee you that at least probably the 2 of the next 3 you won't have to actually be there during the live stream. So if that's something that's held you back, saying, oh, I can't really be on the stream at 3, so it's not really worth it to me. That won't be the case with most of them. I need the winner to be there for my little twist. I need the winner to be there during the stream on Tuesday. So that's why that particular one, you'll want to be able to tune in at 3 p.m. All right, so we're going to leave it there. But again, thanks to everyone for watching. Stay safe out there. And until next time, I will catch you later. Thanks for watching today's video. If you're new to the channel, think about subscribing and hitting that bell notification so you're alerted every time I upload a new video. You can also think about becoming an Action Figure Enthusiast channel member. There's a link in the video description below with more details on that. Check out all the names of everyone who's already joined, scrolling down at the bottom of your screen. And And for the latest in action figure news, be sure to head over to toynewseye.com, marvelousnews.com, JediInsider.com, and tformers.com. And remember, action figures are great!